Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. It's so fun to chat with these ladies. We have Janet and Greta Podleski joining us, the authors of Looney Spoons, and we're seeing this amazing new book out on display. And it looks gorgeous, the photos are amazing, the recipes are brilliant, but there is always a story behind the book and the story. And this was a labor of love, but also laborious.
You know when people say that they put their blood, sweat, and tears into something?
Yes.
We did, literally. Blood, sweat, lots of tears.
And this became truly a family affair because you actually got injured and had emergency surgery.
Yes, I was chopping an onion inappropriately and somehow twisted my knee, and my kneecap popped out of its socket. I ended up in the hospital with unplanned surgery and went on crutches for 6.5 weeks, but we had to develop recipes and write a book.
So what happened was that I, who live in Toronto, she lives in Kitchener, had to move into her house. I brought my dog and my laptop, moved into her house, and I was her cook, her chauffeur. I was driving Miss Gretty all summer, as I say.
I couldn't drive for a month, so then you're trying to develop recipes and you need ingredients. Well, I had to get a ride to the store, had to get somebody to come and carry my grocery bags. And
but our deadline was so tight and we were under so much pressure. We have 4 older sisters and 3 of them volunteered to come 3 days a week for 10 weeks.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I would sit at my kitchen island on a chair with my laptop on my lap and my crutches, and I would dictate to them how to chop the onion, how to chop the green pepper. And then I decided just on the spur of the moment to do all of the food photography for the book.
So you were having that, you were placing them and outside with umbrellas and sunshine. It is an amazing story to hear.
On crutches.
Okay, what I do need to do, let's start the cooking because I know we're making these salmon burgers.
Yeah, because people love salmon. People know that they should eat more salmon, but what they're doing is sticking it under the broiler because they don't know what the heck to do with it, right? So we're going to give you a new idea, and these are burgers, or you could eat them just as patties with a knife and fork, and the best thing is you don't need a grill, you can just do it in a skillet.
These are called Dilly Beloved.
I love, and it's a great story behind it, but the best thing too is that there's thousands and thousands of recipes. This for you is the one you make most often.
I do, because I love the flavor combination. If you like salmon even a little bit, you're going to love it after you eat these
because
burgers.
It has lemon and dill, and what a great combination to put together.
Yes, okay, so we're starting with 1.5 pounds of salmon, which I just pulsed this in my food processor to get it to this texture, but you could chop it on a cutting board with a knife to get it like this too if you don't have a food processor. If you can buy wild salmon, even better. This is a cup of fresh breadcrumbs, so it's literally taking a couple pieces of multigrain bread and using a blender or a little food processor to get them to this consistency.
So with the multigrain, you're adding a little bit of fiber.
Okay, we need 1 egg. Janet and I really like those omega-3 eggs, and we're big fans of eggs in general. This is feta cheese. This is the light feta cheese, so it doesn't have a really strong flavor, but if you love feta, put the sharp stuff in. 1/4 cup of minced shallots. You could use red onions as well. This is that dill that we were talking about, an ingredient Janet loves for its health properties.
What's the big deal about dill? Well, it's great for getting heavy metals leached from your body. We all have a lot of heavy metals from the environment, and dill pulls it from your bloodstream, so it's great to add to your diet.
Okay, a little bit of fresh lemon juice from that same lemon where you grated the zest. I put the zest in there, and this is honey mustard. About a tablespoon of that.
And all common everyday ingredients. And Leanne, kids love this recipe too.
I'm
really
looking at it. It looks incredibly tasty, and it's not as intimidating, I think, for them to see this big piece of fish that they've got to tackle.
That's
right?
Right, because there's things mixed in with it. But if you mince it really finely, then you don't have like any lumpy burgers. So you just mix that together. You're going to form 6 patties, and then I usually put them in the fridge for about 30 minutes to get them cool. It helps to keep them together.
They look like that.
So I've got some right here.
And you know, with the cartoons and the fun in our book, a lot of kids want to help their mothers in the kitchen, which is great, because if you start them from a really young age and get them to pick out a recipe, they want to help and they want to eat it.
I really want to hit on the fact you've had a lot of people come to you and say they've actually read this cookbook like a novel because there's so many health tips, there's so many things in it that they sit in bed and they go through it.
It's the biggest compliment we're getting is people say, I've never read a cookbook from cover to cover, but this one I do. And boy, as cookbook authors, I don't think we could ask for anything more.
We love it when people say the pages have spills and stains all over them, right? It means people are using it. And I think, you know, we have no desire to write a cookbook that becomes a coffee table book. That's not what we're about, right? We want to get people back into the kitchen cooking, giving them simple, easy, fresh. Hello,
oh, look who came over when the food showed up.
Yes. So we do have to. You guys chat. I want to be able to give these books away. We have 2 Looney Spoons books and the new cookbook to give away.
He's pushing my buttons.
Email us ottawacontest@ctv.ca. Ottawacontest@ctv.ca. Let me know who did the photography. Who did the photography for this cookbook?
He did it
Good
all.
luck with
It
that.
was amazing.
Good luck with that. And there's the final product. It looks unbelievable. I do have to hand things over now. Sarah Free Mark's been standing by at the cake shop. Sarah.